Hi, I'm Emma Jenkins. I'm a specialist in contract law and I've been brought in to work as your agent. I'll be working to get you the best deal in the boardroom, which means you need to do the best possible job out there on the circuit. When you get new contract offers, either from new teams or an amendment to your existing offer, it'll come through me. I'll also keep you up to date on discussions behind the scenes to change your terms, or any specific goals that the team has set for you. If a contract offer does come through, I'll present to you the available offers and then you can make the call. I assume that all sounds fine. Well then, good luck this season, and I'll catch you later.
The track acclimatization program, available in free practice sessions, allows you to learn the track whilst earning resource points for the development of your car. On-track markers show the key points through each corner, and the more of these you're able to consistently drive through at an appropriate speed, the higher your score and the more resource points you'll be rewarded with. Try and chain together multiple successful corners for a consistency boost to your score. Consistency over a long distance with heavy fuel is vital in Formula 1, so being able to manage tyres is a useful skill. The tyre wear program, available in free practice sessions, will help you learn tyre management while earning resource points for development of your car. Be gentle on the controls to reduce the amount of tyre slip and therefore wear. The better you can do this, the higher you'll score at the end of each lap, and the more resource points you'll receive. Stay under a target lap time while maintaining your tyre management for a score bonus. When the on-screen bar moves towards the red, that means you are wearing your tyres more than expected at this part of the lap. When it moves towards the purple, you're wearing them less. Try and stay in the green zone at least for a successful test. The qualifying pace programme available in free practice sessions challenges you to beat a target time that corresponds to an expected position on the starting grid. Complete 3 flat-out laps on the fastest tyre compound to set the best time you can, and you'll earn resource points for hitting your target. The drag reduction system, or DRS, opens a flap on the rear wing to reduce drag and improve the straight-line speed of the car. Drivers are able to use this system in specific DRS zones as long as the circuit is dry. There are no additional restrictions to DRS use in practice and qualifying. However, in a race, the system can only be used when the driver is 1 second or less behind another. Watch the bar at the bottom of your multifunction display as you approach the DRS zone to see your distance to the activation point, and activate it by pressing the DRS button when the prompt appears.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the practice session is about to start for this weekend's Australian Grand Prix. The pre-race talking is over. Now it's time for the drivers to show their worth. A warm welcome once again to the man standing beside me in the commentary box for this session, Anthony Davidson. Hello, Ant. Excited to get underway?
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to seeing the cars get out there on track. They probably won't be on the limit immediately, of course. We know that 1 or 2 of the teams are looking to do some work on new aerodynamic packages, so that always takes some time to get into. But it'll be really interesting to see later on in the session what kind of performance gains are there to be found.
Sessions, you can check the details in the car monitor. We'll get good data for both the race and factory teams, so they're well worth running.
In the unforgiving world of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car.
Okay, good to have you on board. I'm Jeff and I'll be your race engineer. Welcome to the team and to Formula One. I'm really looking forward to the season. Our system checks are A-OK, so we can get underway whenever you like. as we should probably do before qualifying, is the qualifying program. Let's prepare ourselves as best we can. We don't want to find ourselves starting in the back.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Hamilton, Vettel and Max Verstappen. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Hi. Good to meet you at last. My name's Chris, and I'll be working with you as your Chief of Vehicle Development. It'll be my job to get your feedback as a driver and to direct our upgrade design in the areas that you feel are most lacking. At each Grand Prix, we can run a series of practice programs and log the performance of the car as you drive it at its limit. This gives us data that we can utilize to develop various performance improvements. In order for me to know which upgrades to prioritize, I'll need you to select a development area that you'd like us to focus on. And you can do that in the R&D section of your laptop. Anyway, that's all for now, but I'll keep you up to date, okay? I'll see you soon.
pit track is pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in. Best lap so far is a...
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Verstappen. An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are a Mercedes, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Thank you for joining us for free practice.
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay? Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. Many of the drivers have commented on the challenge posed by the high-speed direction changes around this circuit, but you still need to be quick in a straight line. Is that a fair layman's appraisal?
It's easy to make your car quick in a straight line, you just take all the downforce off. But when it comes to a track like this, you really need a bit more of a compromise. The main focus here is carrying speed through the fast-flowing corners, but you still don't want to be a sitting duck on the straight.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are a Mercedes, Hamilton,
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
The atmosphere is heavy with expectation and anticipation, and bearing the weight of that burden today is a place we know very well indeed. It's Albert Park. The story of the season begins here then with the Australian Grand Prix, and it's time for the first chapter to be written. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Mercedes in pole position then, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Sebastian